Aha. Finally. Finally. It happened. I have rebels. Rebels happened. I have money to build an improvement. I can do something, and I'm about to tech up, so... No, piss off. You can't give your nobles good stuff ever. Because if you give them good stuff, they take a mile, and your the things that you have to pay for just increase. And that slows the rate at which you can develop your nation, and that makes it so that things take forever. And, I mean, I guess you can say the entire game takes forever. So is life. So the trouble... you may have noticed my voice. It is the voice of a 12-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. I know. I hate it. I wish my voice would just sound like everybody else's, but there's that weird scratchy sound that won't leave. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how to get rid of it, but it's there. It's not going away. It's been there since I was 12. My voice hasn't changed since I was 12. Uh, and I'm actually 20 years old, so I'm horrified by this. I've been an adult for 2 years, and my voice still sounds as if I was a child. However much a 20-year-old is actually supposed to be an adult, not a giant man-child of some sort. Because I seriously question it the longer I live. And I did get that trade good there. And also you can see that these, actually I don't, what was the, I can create a state here. The option to create a state, I'm probably going to put it off because I want some other state to create, like this one. This would be a great state to create because I've got my vassals stuck in that state, and I've got all of this that is also part of that. I'm going to go to war with these people as soon as my dip power gets high enough and I can research the ability to get claims. But I should be there soon. I've got the dip advisor. I've got military, and it looks like, yeah, that great maroon color. That means that you're behind. This is the nature of the world. Yep. Waiting in the world. I did pick up an idea group finally. Economic ideas. Gotta build economic ideas first because I want that rural production good modifier because that should that should increase my ability to grow my nation. Speaking of which, Nobles demand support. General favor. Both of those are garbage. I don't want either one of those. When they're stronger, I'll be able to demand improvement of serf life, which is good because it increases your rural population growth. And rural population growth, we'll look at it's the sort of base mechanic of the game, farming efficiency. Extra yield per farmer. Yeah, so you can read that if you really want. So essentially, all of your dudes, all of your little developments need some food. And all of this food is produced by a rural population somewhere. And the more rural population you have, the bigger a city you can support. And the bigger a city you can support, uh, cities kind of grow exponentially and provide exponentially more profit. So you want big cities. You definitely want big cities. So here we are waiting. I could build a few buildings, I think. So I can't build buildings in Cuzco or both of these places because they already have a decent amount of development. And as you develop a place, it becomes more expensive to develop the place. This makes sense. I guess you could say it's simulating property values or just the difficulty of building around pre-existing people. So I can't build anything in the two cities that I want to build stuff in because I want to focus my building in cities normally. I could build things in these other provinces if I really wanted. Like this province, I could get away with. I honestly don't know if tribals get pushed out by you building cities. I hope they do. Um, and if they did, I probably would be more inclined to build a city there. But typically, you want all of your cities to be somewhat close to your capital or wherever you have regional capitals or stuff like that. This is because you want your cities to be within a good communication range, because your communication range affects your autonomy, and your autonomy is a flat modifier. I think flat modifier is the right term. It's a percent modifier on the. So since this is about 50% autonomy, I'm getting about double, about half of what this province is producing double of what the autonomy is. And I'm saying all of these things, but the only people who are watching this is probably going to be people who've played Europa Universalis to begin with, and they know all these things. So, I mean, it's Meiu and Taxes. It's a little bit different. It's not quite the same game. It's basically the same game. Could build a fishing port. Fishing ports are good. I'm gonna need those. All right. Eventually for coastal communication. Could build a city here. If I remember correctly, you should be able to counteract because urban gravity pushes people towards the city, makes people move towards the city, which will reduce the number of tribal people who are living there. And this is a mountain or something. My truce with Ikema has ended. I'll pick up an idea. Wait a minute, do I really want to do this? What is getting up here? Workshops are nice, but I don't have the money for them. So workshops, essentially, you'll see when I build them. I'll wait. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't play Iron Man just to make it quicker. Just to make everything quicker. Work on integrating subjects. That requires power? I don't want to do that. Whoops, that was the wrong. Hope I didn't just screw something up. I wanted to look at special map mode. There is a button here. Gosh darn it. Stop it, game. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Can't read. Can't see. Blind. I want... city data, urban production skill. Yep. Yeah, sure. Exit, exit, exit. There we go. But bam! Wow, how depressing. No skill. No skill for them. Ah, here we are. Oh, that's embarrassing. 0.01. Guess this is a modifier somewhere. 3. That's a big number. Ah, yes, finally. Here we go. Bam. Ba-bam. You and you. Claim guarantee. Fabricate. Claim. Kana, pana. I want Kana. Alright, here we go. Now I want probably Nazca. Nazca's the capital, but ooh, they don't have a single city. This bodes poorly and good at the same time. I mean, there's nothing much for me to take in Nazca, but there's not much for them to use against me. Their ally is honestly a little bit scarier. Oh, here we go. Build one more dude. Clubman. Blah, blah, blah. Clubman. Do I want to recruit a general? Probably. I'll recruit a general. Gonna march right up to the border and declare war on them, and then I'm gonna go. And then probably after that, I'm just gonna turn right around and go for them. And then we can go over the ward in this game. Or we cannot, and I can just click around. Honestly, have no idea what's the best approach. I love talking because, to me, my voice sounds amazing. When I hear my voice recorded, it sounds awful. Nowhere near as nice as it does in my own head. So, we'll see. Here we go. Pop. Pop. Shimu. Do I want Shimu to go to war with me? No, I don't. I want to do this myself. Because if Shimu goes to war with me, I have to worry about them growing, and then I won't be able to eat them when push comes to shove. You're just going to go here and siege. I'm going to reduce the time. I don't necessarily want them to loot because I'm going to be immediately taking all of the land. And it shouldn't be too hard for me to communicate with the land, so I'll just be reducing my income and the amount of food. Maybe I need to? I'll loot for now. As I get further away and communication efficiency gets harder and harder, I'm going to be allowing more and more looting as time. Gosh darn it, 5 shock general. In mountains. Holy crap. I don't know how my vassal did it. But they've got a larger army than me. I'm kind of spooked. I don't want to... That's all my vassal, right? Nah. Nah, that's my vassal. Ah, that's nice. I will always be amazed vassals ever do anything in this game. So, what loot does, loot is the wealth of individual provinces. Like right here, you can see local wealth. So, as the war goes on, my guys will accumulate the local wealth of the provinces that they capture, and they'll, when they come back, I'll be able to keep up to 2/5 of it up here in the treasury. The rest of it will be dropped down in urban. The rest of it will be dropped down into my provinces, which the people use to improve their own stuff, their own farming efficiencies. Well, I should be able to leave the war right now if I want, but I also want to hurt those people. Because I'm just evil like that, you know? Want to hurt. Want to make people suffer. It's just the nature of being a pasty white boy, I guess. I can probably just race him. I'll do it. Here we go. Or I could just end the war right now and disregard the ally. Question is, how much aggressive... Oh, I already got... Nazca goes coalition against me. Well, I'm conquering them, so... Not gonna worry. I'm gonna go for gold because you either go big or go home. And I'll be back eventually.